Okay, if you're a creator who uses AI tools, you absolutely know the feeling. That headache of juggling a dozen different subscriptions, trying to track costs, and figuring out all these different credit systems. So today, we're going to break down how Cliprise is cutting through all that chaos with a system that's built for one thing: predictable, reliable planning.
I mean, seriously, just take a second and think about it. You've probably got one subscription for your image generator, right? Another one for that really high-end video model, and maybe a third for quality voiceovers. It's a lot to keep track of, and the costs just feel totally disconnected from the actual thing you're trying to create.
And that's exactly what this is. We call it the subscription juggle. You end up spending half your time feeling more like a bookkeeper than a creator, which is the last thing you want when you're supposed to be in that creative flow.
This slide just nails the problem perfectly. You're constantly hopping between platforms, and each one has its own weird credit system. You're trying to remember, wait, do I have enough video seconds left on this one or image credits on that one? It makes it basically impossible to quote a project for a client or even budget for yourself. You're just guessing all the time. And that leads to those nasty surprise fees that can totally blow up your budget.
So, what's the fix? How do we solve this? Well, the answer isn't another complicated system. It's about a radically simple idea: replacing that whole juggle with a single unified balance for everything.
And here it is, unified credits. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's one credit balance for everything. You need to generate an image, you use the credits. You want to create a video from that image, you use the same credits. Need a voiceover for that video? You guessed it, it all pulls from the exact same pool.
Now, you might be thinking this limits your options, but it's actually the complete opposite. This is about simplifying your access to more tools. That single balance unlocks over 47 different AI models, and we are talking about the heavy hitters here, like Google's VO for video, Imagen for incredible photorealism, Sora, DALL-E, 11 Labs, all of them in one place with one simple balance. And you know what a unified system like this leads to? The next huge benefit. We're talking about putting a stop to those awful end-of-the-month billing surprises. It's all about bringing total transparency to your creative process.
This quote from the platform's core principles really says it all. There is zero guesswork. Before you create anything, an image, a video clip, you name it, the platform shows you the exact cost in credits. You are always in complete control of your spending.
And check out just how simple this workflow is. First, you pick your model, say Flux for an awesome image or Veo for a video. Then you write your prompt, and bam, right there, before you even think about hitting generate, the interface shows you the precise credit cost. You know exactly what you're spending every single time, so you can create with total confidence.
Okay, so we get it. The system is transparent, it's unified, that's great. But what do these credits actually get you? In the real world, how much creative power are we talking about here?
All right, first up is the starter plan. This gives you a really solid base of 900 credits, and they refill every single month. It's perfect if you're consistently making content, but you don't need a massive industrial size volume.
But then, for the agencies, the freelancers, and any creator with a more demanding workflow, there's the Pro plan. And this is a huge jump, all the way up to 3,500 credits a month. This really opens the door for much higher volume and a ton more experimentation.
Okay, this table is where those abstract numbers get real. So with the 900 credits from the starter plan, you could make up to 7 high-quality videos using Veo. Or, if you're focused on images, that's over 112 amazing images with Imagen 4. Now jump over to the Pro plan with its 3D 500 credits, you're looking at maybe 29 videos or well over 400, almost 500 images. But here's the best part, you can mix and match. You're not locked in. Make a few videos, generate 100 images, it all just comes out of that one flexible balance.
So, let's bring this all together. What does this whole system, the unified credits, the transparent pricing, what does it ultimately mean for you as a creator? Well, it's simple. It means you can finally stop guessing. And listen, this is about so much more than just convenience. If you're a freelancer, this means you can actually quote a project with total confidence because you know exactly what your tool costs are going to be. If you're running an agency, you can manage a fixed budget across your whole team without ever worrying about surprise overages on 10 different platforms. It's all about reliable, predictable planning.
And in the end, it all comes down to this. When you can plan your budgets and your projects reliably, all of that financial anxiety just disappears from the creative process. You're finally free to just experiment, to push boundaries, and to focus on what actually matters, bringing your vision to life. You get to create fearlessly.